guys, welcome to Gage Reviews, and of course with me here is Logan, and we just came out of Shang Chi. So what do you think about the movie? First of all, without spoilers, again with spoilers, because I'm really pissed about the second end credit scene. So go!
So a spoiler and a rant
Yeah,
this time.
yeah, and I'm gonna be pissed. I am. already.
So it has nothing to do with the comic book, but it's great this time around. Um, Basically, one of the things that it's kind of not the same is that his father in the comic books is not the Mandarin, but because in the comic books his father is a character called Fu Manchu, which is a character from a book, a very old book that is actually that is showing a villain that is a Chinese person, but back in a time when this was not okay to show. So I suppose that because of that they didn't use this character, but they really put the things together with the real Mandarin because he doesn't call himself like that. But they put the things well with Iron Man 3 and what we know from there.
Yeah, that was actually a very funny part, but what mostly you want to know is this movie good or not? Okay, short answer is good, is big, is epic, and there's some pretty, well, cool stuff, cool special effects. If somebody tells you that this has very bad special effects, that's totally not true, because I did hear that a lot, like around John Campion's videos and other videos. Is good. Everything is good. Shang-Chi is good. Acting is good. His companion.
Here he is.
I always forget her name for some reason, but she is just there for a comedic relief and additional something. I won't
But-
spoil it.
She actually does things, yes. I mean,
Yeah.
and the jokes are really great. The whole movie feels like the Chinese epic movies actually. So I mean the martial arts, the clothes, the music, even the music is great.
Yeah.
So it really feel like if you're kind of the people who actually like the epic Chinese movies, the way they're done, it's like that, which is supposed to be like that with a character called Shang Chi, based on Bruce Lee.
Yeah.
Yes, and he is great.
Yeah, he is great. He has some amazing moves that really impress me. Actually, when I think about everything that I ever watched, in terms of martial arts, this is one of the best movies about martial arts
They
ever.
have these typical movements that as if they fly, as if you watch anime, but live action anime. It's
Yeah.
how they have to do them actually. So really, really great by that point. And you still have good motivation for the villain, kinda. It's not something. Well, I misunderstood, so I'm doing this because I misunderstood. It's actually great motivation for it.
Yeah, I like that also. But for a Mandarin, this guy is the smallest guy I've ever seen. Because I'm just used to it, the animation. So if you expect something like that, this guy has nothing to do with the Mandarin from the anime animations. If you ever seen that.
Well, and the rings here are different. I mean, originally those rings actually everything has a different power. When here it's something else.
And they are here actually,
Yeah.
like real rings, not rings, for the forearms. But that's actually a pretty good idea, because the way that the powers manifest themselves is one of the most original things I ever seen. So
Also, he has them for a long time, and this is how kind of they used to wear them in ancient China. So it's kind of historically correct, let's say.
oh, that's amazing. I didn't know that actually. That
They
it's
have things
based
that
on
you
something
can-
real.
Yeah.
Oh,
They have
that's
things
cool.
that you can wear. Yeah, this is something that they really get. Okay, the things in China and in one other world, like a fantasy world, but still based in the mythology, the Chinese folklore mythology, which is what I love. I mean, give me Chinese and Japanese things and I'm there. So, and the music was really great. I mean, the music that is like the score, not some of the rap things. But still,
Yeah,
great.
it was pretty epic. I mean, it did fit every scene, so I didn't notice it, which it doesn't mean that it fits the scene, because I will notice it, if it doesn't fit the scene, or if it's like super, super epic, which I didn't notice, well, it's fine, it's okay.
It feels like Black Panther. It's its own thing. You still have the things in MCU, but you still have a movie that it's just its own thing to establish itself and the character.
Yeah.
So once again, they have done a character that not many people heard of in the comic book. Interesting,
Yeah, although I
Right.
don't like Black Panther as a movie, sorry, I just don't. Overall, I mean, it's a good watchable movie, but there's some things that are a bit more woke than I would like.
Could be. But it's in the comic book, so we'll carry that this time.
Yeah, well, this movie I think it's a lot more rewatchable than Black Panther. Just more interesting, more thrilling. Some say that there are some pacing issues. I don't think so because everything that they showed in the movie, all the exposition was actually pretty interesting and fascinating. It's something like we've never seen before, and especially in a Marvel movie. So I think it's worth it.
Yeah, it didn't feel so much as a typical Marvel. I mean, the jokes were on spot. They were great. They weren't forced. They didn't spoil some of more dramatic moments, and especially with the martial arts stuff. I mean, usually in the Marvel movies they have great scenes, but not always. But when you make a movie with a kung fu based character, they have to look like that, and they have to be on point, as if you're watching. This is actually, if Bruce Lee was alive today and was 25 or 30 and he made a movie, this is how pretty much was going to look like, I think.
Yeah, there are some amazing creatures in this movie. It's just beautiful to look at.
Yeah.
They're fascinating. There was particular one that is pretty funny creature and that I really wanted like in a plush toy. I will not say no to that.
Not the real one, not the real one. Oh. Another one.
And
Not
the
the
real
real
one.
one.
It's going to go along great with my dog.
And most of them, some of these creatures are actually in the comic book, but also in the Chinese mythology. And they really put them great together. So if you're actually a person who likes the Chinese epic movies and not only Hollywood stuff, this takes the best of both worlds actually. A Hollywood movie that actually looks like a Chinese movie, so it's something really different.
I noticed that too, although I'm not a specialist like you are, but I noticed that too, that they really try to get the correct tone. If this movie was a Chinese movie, so to speak, so they did pay homage to the culture very well. Now let's talk about the whole movie and the characters. So first, Shang Chi. I understood him, where he's coming from. There's like one stupid thing in the whole movie that's not connected to him, to his dad more likely, but we're going to talk about this in the spoiler section, and we really have to go to the spoiler section because this review is going to be very long. But yeah, so Shang-Chi is great. The actress that I always forget her name is great. I mean, his friend, damn it, what is her name?
Well, someone will tell us in the comments.
I mean, I know her very well. I love Rain, the Last Dragon, and she was one of the dragons there. And I was like, wow, that is a raspy voice right there. But she's just fun, so she kind of grows on you with time. Then the actress that plays Shang-Chi's sister, she's pretty good. But mostly, his mom is awesome, and his aunt. You know who his aunt is if you watch the trailers. I always forget that actress name too. But she's a legend.
Famous, yeah,
She's very famous. And I recently rewatched all the mummies, and she's in the Mummy 3, and yeah, she's amazing. I'm just like, oh my gosh, just somebody make a statue of that woman like right now.
Maybe there is one in China.
Yeah, she's that great. So the Mandarin, he's a guy that's not like, oh, I'm just a villain because I'm a villain. Like he said, he has motivation, he has a heart actually, and his journey is interesting. But yeah, okay, let's get to the spoiler section. So I would give this movie 8 out of 10 for a Marvel movie, and a movie in general, 8 out of 10.
Yeah, and I will give it 8.5 because China.
Okay.
And the culture. I mean, I was there in a past life, so.
You're biased.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, so spoiler section, everybody get out of here if you don't want to know. I'm going to start ranting about it, and Logan here is going to start ranting with me probably.
Yeah.
So, first stupid thing that I really didn't like is how Shang-Chi's mom died, because all of a sudden this guy, the Mandarin, well, he actually made fun of that. He's like, oh, this is just the name of a fruit, ha ha ha. Excuse me, that's like a slap in the face to the real character in the comic books.
Kinda yes, and to the creators why did you decide to give him that name? The name is like that actually because of the language, Mandarin.
Yeah.
It's really interesting when Marvel do that, as if, why did you give this character this stupid, unrealistic name?
Is that?
I mean...
It's exactly what's supposed to be.
Yeah, that's the name. Still, they make a great connection with the stuff from Island 93 for all the people who are always unhappy from the Mandarin. in elementary, like
Yeah,
me.
for all the people that were young children back then, just let's go rewatch that because yay connection. Anyway, so stupid thing.
Yes, first stupid thing, but not as stupid as what comes next.
Yes. So basically, this guy is now a French man, the Mandarin that is, and he left all of his mansion. Sorry about that. Without any freaking guards, like no guards. So some enemies, because he does have enemies, he killed a tons of people. He lived for like more than 1,000 years. So some guys just come in and they're like, we want to kill someone, but because we cannot kill the freaking Mandarin, we're going to kill whoever we see. So therefore, the wife was there.
It's kind of, I don't think what, if this were in Chinese mobster or let's say a triad or something, I think they wouldn't do that because they usually, everything is connected about honor. So
there's no honor in this.
There is no honor in this. I mean, they'll say, okay, so your man is not here. Yes, he's okay. We'll wait for him, and then somebody pays.
Yes, him.
Yeah, I mean, these were 10 people that killed a
Woman. More than 10 actually.
Yeah, more than 10. I mean,
Yeah.
initially there were 10.
And she killed actually everyone,
Yeah,
which
yeah,
is awesome. But she didn't have her power, which we're going to see in the movie that her power is even greater than the rings themselves. Just because it's more natural in a way, but the rings origins is not like fully explained, so there's that. Okay, so that's the first stupid thing. I'm like, there's no way such a guy will not put a guard on his wife, no matter how much
How changed he is.
how he change? Yeah, it is common sense. You have enemies, you were bad before, your wife is very powerful even without her power, but that doesn't mean that you should not protect her, you know?
And he was out doing what, fishing or something? I mean,
Yeah, I'm just a regular guy. I'm just gonna fish. Yay! There's nobody else who can do that for me. I'm just gonna do it myself.
and he was like a warlord for thousands of years. I mean, he should know better.
Yeah, I'm just gonna leave my wife without any
Yeah,
guards.
sure.
I have no enemies. I'm just perfect now.
Because fish.
Everybody's gonna forgive me. So yeah.
And they
because
know
I'm
where he
good.
lives. I mean, I thought at first that they changed, like they were somewhere outside of the city, of a place that nobody knows that they are there. Everybody knows that they're.
Everybody can walk in there and say hi and just put a bomb in there or something, you know? Anyway, so that's the first stupid thing. The second most stupidest thing ever, is the second end credit scene, which was basically Shang Chi's sister sitting on her dad's throne and making the whole place like a. How is the name for that in English? I mean, she had a fight club with a graffiti all over the place, and she made the same thing with her dad's place, which is
like a den or no den.
bottle for fighting.
A bottle. Yeah.
For fighting. Yeah, so this is extreme amount, like huge amount of disrespect, for her dad's legacy, for her mom's legacy, for the culture itself, for the land, for the, I don't know what to tell you. I mean, it's like she is some kind of a hipster simpleton from, I don't know. I mean, think of the worst Chinese city ever that is like the poorest with all the graffiti in the world, and she just came from there.
But yet she had now women training with the men.
That's awesome.
You know, it was interesting in that scene when they tell her, now you can train with the men, and she trained alone again.
Yeah.
I mean,
Now you can train like everyone else, and they're like, "Oh, you're just gonna leave this place for you."
yeah, I'm just going to over here again in the forest alone.
She already had a place for herself to train. I mean, she obviously trained a lot since she got that good all of those years.
Just by watching the men.
Yeah. I mean, that is not like that's not possible.
Yeah.
That's not the point. The point is that in the end, instead of her being like, "Oh, okay, I'm gonna rule because Shang-Chi's not interested," you know,
Yeah.
my brother is like with the Avengers already or something, so I'm just gonna like continue the legacy, just put women in here, just make it like a bit more modern maybe. That's awesome. Why did you have to make it like a bomb fell in there and you just live in ruins now, and you know, you painted everything in graffiti because everything is ruined anyway,
Graffiti is still
but it's
cool.
not.
Graffiti is still cool, and it's forbidden in real China maybe, and that's why she stick it to the government now by spray painting everything. Is that place even in China?
I don't know, guys. I mean, woke stuff these days just ruin everything. I mean,
Yeah.
that pissed me off. I was super happy with the whole movie, with the fascination that the rings generated in terms of, what are they and how they work, and Wong was there, and it was awesome.
Why was Abomination there?
Yeah, why is he there? Why is Captain Marvel with her hair still?
Because Brie Larson is a douchebag, actually.
She's
and
a
she
douche.
said no.
She's a female douche.
Yeah. The best douche ever.
Yeah, I mean, I don't like Captain Marvel with short hair, don't get me wrong. She looks like she has a permanent stick up her butt, like day and night.
She always does.
Yeah, she's like, I always have to go somewhere, protect everything.
You know that she's like that in real life. I mean, Brie Larson. I mean,
She's
in
worse.
interviews, yeah.
She's
I mean,
worse.
she annoys everybody.
Yeah, she has 2 sticks in real life.
Just thinks, you know, oh man.
Yeah. So I'm just baffled. Like, when is this taking place? If she has all of her long hair,
Well,
this is a big mystery. That's the biggest mystery of the
well,
film.
Banner was with broken hand, so.
And with longer hair. So he has
With
longer
longer
hair. She has longer hair. What the heck is going on here?
And they established 2 or 3 times that this is after the big disappearing
Yeah, the
5
big.
years ago. So yeah, the snap.
Yes.
Oh snap!
Yeah, and Bruce Banner was not Professor Hulk or House.
Thank God. Yeah.
Yeah.
Professor Hulk. That's
Yeah,
correct.
and he has this brace, this on his arm, and I was like, why he has that? Oh yeah, because he did this. But isn't he supposed to be healing because he's the Hulk?
He was tired. But again, why was Abomination there? Was he there so that they show yes he's still here, fighting with Wong?
Who even remembers
money.
that? I barely remember those Hulk movies.
Yeah.
You know, I like the first one with Eric Bana because I like Eric Bana from Troy because I like him in Troy because he was very good in there, as Hector because he was very good in there. I forgot what. I just thought about him and his muscles and then Brad Pitt and his muscles in that movie and I lost it.
Well, why was Abomination
Yes.
there? Yeah.
Why?
I mean, and he did something that Abomination would never do. I mean, just there to show me that he's there and that's it.
And he was with cahoots with Wong, and Wong apparently has interest in fighting for money. How
Well,
does
they
this
could
make
become
sense?
new WWE stars, you know, Abomination and Wong, best
Yeah.
tag team ever,
Yeah, and Wong just gonna do this and beat everyone.
most of the time. So yeah, these are the gripes actually that we have. Pretty much everything else was.
Yeah, how is this making any
Okay.
sense? I don't know. I mean, it
Well.
doesn't make any sense for Wong. I don't think so, unless he became a party man and a man without any responsibilities.
Probably. That's why Doctor Strange is doing whatever he wants now because Wong is not there.
Yeah, he just takes his bags and he's leaving. I don't know if I can teleport from one place or another, like in a second. Will I take my baggage in bags or just gonna like put it in regular bags for shopping because I don't want to pack
That
briefcase?
depends how the link magic works.
You want to tell me
Which we
that I
don't
will
know.
not be able to pass if I don't have briefcases?
No.
Carrying?
What level is this if you don't have it?
Okay, guys. So that's about the Shang-Chi. I mean, I'm super, thrilled because at the end they show that the rings themselves, they have some kind of a beacon that apparently now, I mean, it was applied, it wasn't said, but it was applied that this beacon is now activated since Shang-Chi decided to become, Shang-Chi.
Shang-Chi, yeah, kinda, yeah.
And we had this discussion before we filmed this, whether or not he is Shang-Chi or Shang-Chi. And now it turns out that he's both, because when he is in America, he decides to change his name to Sean, but otherwise he's Shang-Chi with the silent G.
But then again, why is Wong with G and it's not Wong with silent G?
I think I'm going to rename myself. I'm going to be
Eddie.
Mary
with,
Jane
with,
J.
with silent G, with silent
Yeah, Gary J. Gary
Nice,
J.
nice. This is it. It sticks now.
Yeah, because I somehow blended with Mary Jane in another universe. Maybe. It doesn't make any sense, but who cares? Go with it.
From a parallel universe.
Yeah, exactly. But I don't have anything to do with Mary Jane. I don't think so.
Not in this universe. No.
Yeah, I mean my hair is red, but that's about it.
So actually, in the comic book, the rings originally are alien rings. So maybe there will be something here. Maybe that's the beacon.
A beacon to the
Something
scrolls.
alien. You know?
Everything is connected to the scrolls.
Or even something that we haven't seen before.
Your reaction when I said scrolls was amazing, by the way.
Yeah.
Like, oh.
For the people who watched, it's not the comic books, but for the people who watched this old Island Man cartoon, which only me and 5 people in Bulgaria were watching back then.
I'm one.
There is, yeah, the other is over here, and then we need 2
camera.
more, and then we need 2 more.
Yeah.
And the dragon, the red dragon that appears here is actually Fin Fang Foom.
Yeah, I only know him by name because I totally forgot.
Because
from
you
the
can't forget
animations
his name, it's
who
Fin
he-
Fang
who
Foom.
he was, yeah.
Fink with not silent G,
Yeah.
unless it's Fin Fang, Fin. Okay, but yeah, that's him. So for the people who remember that cartoon, there you go. That's it.
I remember some of it, but I don't remember, him, what he did there because I
He
just
was
don't.
working with the Mandarin because he was one of the keepers of the rings, the alien dragons. These alien dragons were actually kind of like not the creators of the rings, but these rings were used to power up their alien ship or something, and he took them, and that's why he had the powers, and he learned how to use them against the dragons, but they couldn't defeat each other, so they decided the hell with it, then we're going to work together.
Okay, I'm pretty sure all of that is going to be changed.
No, that's in the cartoon. That's not even in the comic book. That's in
Ah.
the cartoon.
So scratch that.
Yeah, but maybe there's something alien in those two. I don't know.
Okay, well we'll see, guys.
I like it how actually exactly like in real life, Captain Marvel said, "I have to go. Call me." He has his number, and then Blue says, "I don't have her number." She always does that. Exactly, Blue Eyes.
Perfect.
Yes.
It's just stupid because those are the Avengers. They actually have some kind of a way to communicate. So how is she even on this call then? I mean,
Well,
how did
because
she
nobody
know?
likes her and nobody wants to connect.
I mean, yeah, even women don't like her.
Yeah, which is kind of sad, but you know.
I mean, if you are a self-respecting woman, you will not like
Which
her at
is
all.
not, but
Yeah.
still.
I mean, they have to. I don't know. Anyway, guys, so 8 out of 10. Second end credit scene is an insult to your time.
Skip it.
Skip
Just
it.
skip it.
Just like absolutely skip it. That guy that was actually played a boxer with Creed 2. In Creed 2, I think. In Creed 2, was it? Never mind. He's great because he's great. He's not an actor, but he has muscles, so that's enough for me. And yeah, he's awesome. Anyway, I don't know what's happening with me in those muscles, but
Well, most of
they were there, and they were great. I know how he looks like without them, or without them,
without the muscles, nice.
without the the armor. So it's awesome. Anyway, I have to stop saying this. Don't mind me. I
Just ignore the
I'm-
second
I'm
end
so
credit
pissed,
scene,
yeah,
and
just-
that's it. Yeah.
I'm so pissed that I'm
Or
distracted.
if you want to see why Gary is so pissed, then don't skip it.
Yeah.
And then write in the comments, Gary, we understand you, we relate to you a lot.
Yeah. So the first end credit scene,
It's awesome. Oh well, it's okay. It's a good scene.
I totally forgot the ending of the movie was how they went through the portal, or Wong's portal, and then the end credit scene was where they talk with Bruce Banner, right?
Yes.
And the amazing Captain Marvel. Yeah.
If you like cheese, because she has the charisma of a cheese.
Wow, yes.
So, I mean, yeah. And the name of cheese.
In the name of cheese.
Well, brie.
Brie is a cheese?
Yeah, it's a type of cheese. Brie.
I love
Maybe with
cheese.
different spelling, but it's pronounced as brie.
I really love cheese, so it's gonna be sad if, she's a cheese.
It's
Anyway,
an insult to every cheese in the world.
just take a shot every time that I say anyway. Don't.
Well, that's a shot of water.
Okay, guys,
Yeah,
so
okay.
let me know what you think down in the comment section, and that was Kieran. He's awesome.
But always.
Yeah. Show them your t-shirt.
But we came to a Marvel movie. But anyway.
Yes.
Oh.
And I don't have anything to show you.
Technically, we'll stop here. So yes.
I swear I didn't drink because I never drink.
No, this is just because of the render.
Because we just have so much fun.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm drunk on the fun.
We drank fun.
Yes.
Kool-Aid.
So-
All the thing.
okay. So guys, thank you very much for watching. If you like to support me, check the links down below to my OnlyFans where I do ASMR, since recently. And sex educational content, fitness, health, nutrition, and all of those things. And you can check out also the website if you're from Bulgaria, Superheroes Bulgaria, also on Facebook, all of those things. So with that being said, guys, have a great weekend. Kisses and hugs from me, Gary Reviews, and Logan.